Being the executor of a will, does that give us power or authority over what happens to the stuff that's in the estate itself? In other words, is it advantageous, sort of our advantage, to be the executor? That's a really good question. We're about to answer it shortly. This is Jason Lindamood with the Lindamood Law Firm, and again, here's the short answer. Being an executor is really a job. It's a very important job. It's not simply an honorary title, nor does it give us any more of a right to the property than any other beneficiary named within that will. Now, sometimes people think that being an executor comes with special privileges to the estate property, but as the saying goes, we need to be careful what we wish for, because here's the reality of what the executor's role is. A few things off the top of my head. First, you're going to be working with a lawyer that was hired to do the probate to get the correct court pleadings on file. And you'll also be communicating with the other heirs about what's going on, as well as making an inventory of all of the estate assets and all of the estate debts. You're going to be in charge of making sure that all of the debts of the person that passed away and made the will are paid out of the estate. You'll be responsible for selling estate assets when the court says to. And finally, ultimately, you're going to be the one that's bound by the court to follow the terms of the will and make sure that the appropriate heirs get the appropriate distributions in accordance with the will itself. So, what happens if we fail to do this properly? In that case, the heirs can hire a lawyer, they can get in front of the judge, and that probably won't be a good day for any executor that hasn't complied with what the terms of the will or the instructions of the judge are or were. So, bottom line, being an executor isn't simply an honorary thing. It's work. But it's important work that needs to be done though. And executors need to take it seriously. Because remember, an executor by itself doesn't make us any more of a beneficiary simply by virtue of being that executor. Or in Texas, we call it a personal representative sometimes. It just means that the person who died, the person who passed away, enlisted us as the executor in that will, trusted us to comply with the terms of that will, which is an honorable thing in and of itself. But it doesn't give us any additional rights to any of the property listed in that will above and beyond what the other beneficiaries would get. So it's a job, but it's an honorable job, and one that needs to be done, and one that needs to be done correctly. Once again, this is Jason Lindamood with the Lindamood Law Firm. You can reach me for any estate planning questions, any probate questions, or any will questions by going to the website estateplaninfo.com. That's estateplaninfo.com. That'll take you to the firm website, and you can schedule a time for you and I to speak. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time, and I'll talk to you again soon.